What's going on, everybody, and welcome to J Sports. That's right. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, and press the post notification bell so you never miss another one of these videos. It's Cowboy Talk here. That's right. Cowboys are playing the Raiders in about, I would say, give or take 10 minutes. So by the time this video is posted, they would have already been playing, but I have some news to share, including an injury report. But for now, I just wanted to talk about some reinforcements coming into this game. Ezekiel Elliott went out of the game last week with a knee injury. But he's expected to come back and play today. Now, he did practice fully, but it was a light practice with the team. So he was in meetings and all his activities. Now, with CeeDee Lamb, he was on the concussion protocol. And, the team was optimistic that he'd play today. And, he was in meetings, he was in activities, he was in practice. But he had to pass some neurological tests today before the game. But unfortunately, he's out of the game today as well because I guess he didn't pass it. I'm not sure what they were looking at. And we do have some big news. Tyron Smith is expected to make a return to the team, to the lineup. He hasn't played in 3 weeks due to an ankle injury. So finally, he's back at left tackle. That's right where we need him, and I'm excited. But they won't have Amari freaking Cooper. He's one of the top receivers in the NFL. I wish we could have him, but there you go. Now, something else that came out yesterday that I did not see, and this is why it's being filmed so late, is that they will also not have Donavon Wilson out there today. Something about a shoulder or chest injury, shoulder/chest injury. We don't have a lot of details on that right now. Now, whatever his injury is, it'll cause him to miss at least 3 games, not just 3 weeks, 3 games. Look, he's the number 1 safety for Dallas. It seems, but he is another key contributor on the defensive line who will miss a couple of games, or a few. Hope it's only 3 games for the Cowboys. So he'll be out today against the Raiders, Thursday night, Week 13 against the Saints, and against Washington in December. So I'm nervous, but hopefully he can come back. Now, Wilson played a decent amount for the Cowboys. He was the second safety out there along with Jaron Kearse for the Cowboys. Of course, Damontae Kazee and Malik Hooker. He outsnapped Damontae Kazee in the last game with that last minute injury. Now, Wilson was a starting caliber safety. It might not be the biggest loss though. It might not be the biggest loss, though, for the Cowboys. But look, nevertheless, it is still a big loss for the Cowboys' defensive line. Now, let's look at the safeties that might replace him, right? One I want to talk about, just one right now, is that the one thing is the Cowboys have depth at safety. Let's look at Jaron Kearse. He's played better than he's ever played in his professional or non-professional career. And remember this. The Lions cut him last year, and of course they were playing absolutely horrible, terrible and horrible, just like they are, I think, this year, and I think this season they're winless. They don't have any wins. So he's looked, incredible. He's looked kind of close to a tight end stopper. He's been a playmaker. He's able to make some tackles. He's been awesome, especially for what he's being paid by Dallas. He's got 65 tackles, 5 PBUs, 5 TFLs. He's impressive to me. So, besides that, that's the injury report. I do want to talk about last week's game and another way they can do better. So, Dak Prescott wasn't himself yet again. He committed a season-high 3 turnovers, 2 picks, and a fumble, and had a QBR of 10. That's the lowest in any game of his career. Now, the Cowboys also just ignored the run only rushing 16 times against the Chiefs defense. And that Chiefs defense allowed 4.5 yards per carry. Now, the Cowboys ran into a defense last week that looked on Sunday to be playing a playoff style kind of defense. The Chiefs defense have allowed just under 12 points a game, but over the first 6 or so, they gave up just about 29. Does this mean that the Chiefs are back? I have no idea. It seems like it. They beat the Raiders, they beat the Cowboys, but, they should have won that. Now, when the Cowboys were winning their first 6 games or so, just about 6 or 7 games, they were running the ball. Now, they aren't even touching, let alone running the ball. So, they had 2 running backs that were on pace to get to 1,000 yards. Now that's not happening from what I can see. I can tell you that's probably not happening. They are putting too much on Dak's plate. This is what happens when he does awful and the teams, the team plays their worst, 2 games of the season when he's, got too much on his plate. 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, and the team, doesn't run the ball. Well, they were leading the NFL in rushing 167 yards a game while they were winning those 6 games. This was a 2-score game last week. They made themselves a one-dimensional team. So, the only thing that should be on Dak Prescott's plate tonight is the Thanksgiving dinner after the game. Do not put too much on Dak. We have depth at safety. They might bring back Israel Mukuamu, the rookie from South Carolina. He's a number 5 safety, and you don't really need a number 5 safety when you have a large amount of depth. But they might bring him back. Are they going to get creative and do it? Who knows? Now, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Press that post notification bell, and so you can never miss another one of these videos. And of course, we've got more videos for the Raiders week coming up. It's not over until the game is over, and hopefully my Cowboys will end the Raiders.